Hello and welcome back to the Transform Awards North America 2025, where I'm joined now by M+C Saatchi Consulting. We have Amanda Scudlerk, who's the Executive Creative Director, and we also have Kristen Bertrams, who's the Senior Strategy Director. Now, you guys have been shortlisted in one category tonight for your work with Vanity Fair lingerie. That's the Best Creative Strategy brackets Consumer, which is really exciting.
Really excited. Yeah.
Glad to hear it. But first of all, Kristen, I wanted to ask you a question about the idea of always-on intelligence. At your agency. What does it mean and how does it help drive transformative rebrands?
Yeah. So obviously the world is moving incredibly fast these days and consumer perspective is changing on the daily. And so you cannot just rely on these single snapshots in time of consumer perspective anymore. So accessing these always on data points allows us to continually evolve how we see consumers, what they're talking to us about, how we are evolving our approach to them to make sure that we're always constantly relevant in a really authentic way. It's continuing the conversation with them in order to make sure we're making an impact with our brand.
Fantastic. And Amanda, coming over to you, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about this project with Vanity Fair lingerie and how you're able to use brand equity, existing equity in this project.
Yeah, it's been so exciting, right? This is just such a historic, iconic brand that has really endured the test of time, right? So the brand was built over 100 years ago, and they were really a leader in fashion and innovation. And over the years, the brand had lost its way a little bit and become more of a value player. And I think there was so much latent equity and assets that we could really pull forward. But knowing that we wanted to continue to evolve the brand, knowing that we were going to tap into this consumer that was really trying to curate her lifestyle and her life and all of the moments and elevate and be more aspirational, we were really able to dive into that. So we were able to pull forward even their color palette, right? So to elevate it and bring it into deeper emerald tones and jewel colored accents and gold details to really elevate. We were able to look at their iconic crest from over 100 years ago and pull forward pearls and ribbons and feathers and infuse that within the identity system. We were able to take their existing logo and elevate it and bring the word lingerie to bear, right? And really give us that shorthand monogram, VFL, shorthand for the brand, which we love so much. And then ultimately really lean into imagery to elevate, to connect, to really look at those human moments of connection and see yourself in this woman and see the aspirational girl next door who has it all, but you want to be a part of that and really connect emotionally. So it was really this amazing hybrid of bringing forward all of those powerful components of who the brand had always been and make sure that they'll be an enduring icon going forward.
That's really exciting. And just finally for both of you, tell me a little bit about what this transformation has kind of meant for Vanity Fair lingerie with regards to data and how it manages that sort of across the portfolio.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was speaking to before. So Vanity Fair has adopted this idea of always on, right? So not only are they making sure that they're touching base with their consumer, but they're doing it on an ongoing basis because again, the world of womanhood is changing on a daily basis, and the influence that we have and that have on us is just always changing our perspective. So we want to make sure that, and the brand wants to make sure that they're constantly delivering on what people want.
I think it's really about tapping into how, as Kristen mentioned, things are changing and what are those moments of connection and culture and what matters and what people are paying attention to and what are their expectations and what are they looking for from brands. And by being able to always have that data going and doing those constant check-ins, you understand where a cultural conversation is heading. And you're able to take, this core brand that we've helped them to refresh, but continually allow it to live and evolve and connect and mean additional things and stretch into new areas and bring new kinds of innovation and new kinds of moments of engagement with their consumers. And it's really about understanding at the heart, what's happening with people and in culture at that moment. And so the data allows us to constantly be checking in on that.
Fantastic. Well, Amanda, Christian, it's a fantastic project and we really look forward to seeing how it gets on tonight at the Transform Awards North America.